What up, YouTube? First of all, happy Easter. Since everybody in my house decided to pretty much ditch me and leave me, I said, well, hey, I took a break from my schoolwork and I said, well, I'll see what's popping on YouTube. Somebody sent me a message, and the message was, I guess, because in my other video, when I was kind of on my little tantrum, I was saying I am grown. I'm an older woman. No, I have not said my age, but I feel like, hell, you can look at the thing and see how old I am. I mean, but they were like, would you date a younger female? So, of course, my thing is, okay, well, how old are you? I think they said they were like 22. Now, hold on. I'm gonna be honest. For me, my personal preference, I don't really do the age thing, but I know that I'm an older woman. I know flat out I'm 38. I know that for me, there is a certain age that's probably just too damn young today for me though. But I have to say, and I hate to say it, my best relationships were with younger women. The two best relationships I've ever had in my life were with younger women, and they were quite a bit younger than me, but they treated me well. They made me feel good, and we had a friendship, not just we kicking. And I saw someone, I have to admit, I have a secret crush, I guess, out here on YouTube. Somebody that I think is so, she's definitely sexy, but I like her personality. I like her spirit. But she's young, and I just found out how young she is, so I'm like, oh my God, I can't even say nothing to her because she's like, to me, a baby. And then it's like, wow, what do you do when you're an older woman and you do see this young female that you like, damn, I'm kind of digging on her, I'm kind of feeling her. But you feel like, shit, she may not, youngsters out here, let's keep it real. Y'all not trying to feel for older women. And if you are, a lot of times from what I see, and this is my opinion, this is not a fact, I'm not saying all studs, so please don't get to getting mad and want to cuss me out and bash me. No, I'm not saying all young studs, but I'm saying some young studs I've seen, when you get with an older woman, it's for financial purposes. It's because she's more stable. It's because she can kind of hold you down better, financially. And I'm like this at the end of the day. I don't want to be used. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my heart played with. I don't want my mind played with. Would I date somebody younger? Yes, I would. 22, I'm not sure, because like I said, I saw this chick and I was like, damn, I wouldn't mind saying something to her. And I don't even approach women. And I'm gonna talk about that one day, about films and how we approach studs. But for me, I don't approach studs. I'll try to give a little eye contact, or I'll try to flirt a little bit, but just straight up walking up to you and say, hey, I think you're fine and I like you, or whatever. No, that's just never been me. It's not because I think I'm too good and nothing like that. It's just never been me. That's not my thing. I ain't never had that much courage. I don't like rejection, so I'm not quite sure what you may say to me. So I don't really approach people. I definitely prefer to be approached, but I understand it's hard because I've had, gay women say, damn, I didn't even know you were gay. I thought you were straight. And I'm like, wow, no. I'm very gay. But yeah, I would date. Answer to your question, long story short, I would date a younger woman. Would I date a 22-year-old? If she had her head together and her mind right, I might. Because like I said, my little crush just found out she's 22, kind of broke my heart. I was like, damn. But if she approached me tomorrow and said, I'm feeling you and I think you kind of sexy and I want to talk to you, would I see where she's coming from? I sure would, 22 and all. But yeah, as me being 38, yeah, I feel like, wow, that is kind of a baby to me. So it's like, what are we gonna do? Other than obvious, other than sex, what are we gonna have in common? So it would have to be somebody that's definitely on their shit, definitely on their game. They definitely got something going on up here, and in there, just they're on that level where we can talk and we can communicate, and it can be a friendship, that maybe leads to something else. If it's that, age really is nothing but a number, and it's a state of mind. I don't feel 38. I don't feel like I'm an old woman. I don't feel none of that. I go outside and I have people mistaking me for a 16-year-old. So it's about, how you feel, how you act, and, who you are as a person. If you feel young at heart, that's what you are. But the reality of it is, I am my age, and I'm very proud to be that, because I was told I wouldn't even make it to 30. So for me to be the age I am, oh yeah, you best believe I'm very happy about that. But it's hard when I see some of these young studs out here, and I'm like, damn, she fine. I want to, and I'm like, I know I'm older. They're not really digging for me. So I guess in a way it's kind of a question too, like, how do you young studs feel about us older women kind of feeling you and kind of seeing you and seeing, what you got to offer? So all the young studs, feel free, drop me a line, give me a comment, let me know. And, as far as, would you even want an older woman to approach you? Or would you feel like, well, no, that's just, that's too much going on? Like I said, just drop me a line. And no, I'm not going to say who my secret crush is, not right now at least. Maybe one day later on, maybe I'll say it, but it won't happen right now. But thanks, and to everyone, happy Easter, and much love and many blessings, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. And thanks for looking, subscribing, and just keeping it going. All right, thanks, and peace.